There we go. Hey, Kelan, how you doing? Yeah. Uh, no.
Delay from what I was told by Kelan, so hang on.
Here at the Knoxville Raceway for our 25th race of the season, the Jason Johnson Memorial, a legend we lost a few years ago, just over 3. I'm Kelan Belsha, joined by my friend Shane DiMantova here from the Knoxville Raceway. The big story going. Andrew May in the points battle took the 41-point penalty last week, and now tonight, of course, not being able to show up with us the first time. He'll miss a feature all season long. It's Knoxville. Cody Meadows looking to cut into that points battle. We're going to have some fun.
Yeah, we're gonna have a lot of fun here tonight, Kelan. Obviously, we're here, very historical racetrack, and fortunately, wish it wasn't on these circumstances. But it's in a good way, remembering Jason Johnson.
And now we're going to send it down to the flag stand with you and Joe. Flagman predicts.
All right, Joseph, how you doing, man?
I'm doing good. How about you, Shane?
I'm doing good. We're here at Knoxville. All right, what's the predictions? Here we go.
Well, of course, Knoxville. We've seen what happened here a couple weeks ago here for the Knoxville Nationals. We saw Andrew take home night 3. However, he is having some connection issues with him being away. So for the first time all this year, we thought we see Andrew May lock up the championship at last week at Eldora, but he's not going to do it. Cody Meadows has a chance to close in the championship this race. We saw Rylan. I think it was Rylan. Gray, who was dominating, or maybe it was that Pearson. I don't really remember.
It was Rylan Gray.
It was okay. So Rylan Gray was dominating. He won night 1. He almost won night 2 before he made that little slight issue out of turn number 2. Be aware of him taking Quicktime and maybe even the heat win or the feature win. Let's see. Give me 1 minute. You can see Kane's. You can see Tyler Noel, who's quick at the. You can see Tyler Noel right now with top of the charts. I see Rylan Gray taking him the feature win. I feel like he's gonna do it, and Tyler Noel second, and maybe Pearson or Kirker with the 3rd position. Hard charger Randy Fritsch or JJ Hill, and Quicktime. I feel like Rylan Gray will take Quicktime.
Yeah, I feel like that's a pretty safe bet there, Joseph. Obviously, we appreciate you helping us out, and good luck as usual on the flag stand.
Thank you, guys. Have a good broadcast.
As that was Joseph Costello with Flagman Predicts, and we will send it. I'm fixing it.
Welcome back to Knoxville Speedway. Going in qualifying and rolling on to the Speedway. Our first qualifier this evening, number 72 machine. From Oak Harbor, Ohio, Nakir Speed Shop, CAM Racing, pay to win setup speedback designs, number 72 for HRI Helms Racing, Exotic Adulting Rookie of the Year competitor, Randy Fritsch. Randy Fritsch fire tonight, starting his first timed lap. Fritsch 9 starts this season, a best finish coming at 6th at Eldora, last race we ran in night 2 of the King's Royal. Lap number 1 for Randy Fritsch is a 15.310, a 15.310. Not going to touch the track record there. 9 starts and 2 top 10s for Fritsch this season. Second lap time for Randy Fritsch will be slightly faster at a 15.308. 15.308 for him, and he's going to be followed by the 28 machine. Rolling on to the Speedway now from Fort Wayne, Indiana, the Liquid Best Car, T2 Advanced Trucking, Dirt Team Racing Girl, Dirt Track USA, ASC Electronic Repair, Battery Boys, Co-Heating and Air Conditioning, T46 Graphics, number 28, Exo Controlling Rookie competitor for MFK Speed Lab. It's the Young Gun Colton Coe. Colton Coe in the 28 machine. Coe picking up a best finish this season of 2nd on night 3 right here at Knoxville, looking to transition into a win this evening. Lap number 1 for Co is a 15.336, second quick. 18 starts for Co, 6 top 5s and 15 top 10s, along with a pole. Average finish of 8.89. Off the final corner for Colton Co on his second timed lap. It'll be faster at a 15.280, 15.280, and a, yes, new track record right there. Beating Austin Griffey's time. It's a quick time at a 15.294 for Colton Co. And he's going to be followed by the league owner. Rolling on to the Speedway from Daytona Beach, Florida, and AMB Outdoors, NOS Energy Drink, Dirtman Photography, Dirt Heater, Dirt Track USA, Iceman Designs, number 3 for Powerslide Motorsports, it's the Gator, J.J. Hill. J.J. Hill in the 3 machine. Best finish this season of 5th at Eldora on April the 26th. Lap number 1 for J.J. Hill, a 15.399 third quick. 13 starts this season for Hill with a top 5 and a 7 top 10 finishes. Looking to crack back into the top 5, hasn't done it since April. Lap number 2 for J.J. Hill, the number 3 machine, is faster at a 15.377, still third quick though. Rolling out next from Martinsville, Virginia, and AOD Racing, the Mud Digger, the number 88 machine, season 1 champion, Cody Meadows. Meadows in the 88.
Different look for him here.
Yeah, new paint scheme for him in the NOS Energy machine. No, him and a buddy put that together. Very reminiscent of the Sheldon Haudenschild cards you can see in a World of Outlaws in real life.
Hod.
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 Hod. 3 wins this season for Meadows. Lap number 1 is a 16.221. 22 starts, 3 wins, 12 top 5s, 17 top 10s, and this is going to be a big day for him, trying to maximize the amount of points he can gain. Of course, with Andrew May not being here this evening, it'll be big for him, 60 points back. Lap number 2, quick time and a new track record at a 15.225. Blazing lap for Cody Meadows. Went out 4th, top of the charts by a mile. Next out from Kokomo, Indiana, in the Extreme Sounds, Nickel Mowing, Team ASE, David Isaacs and Associates, Norco, number 29. For Slider ISM Sports, it's the Kokomo Comet, Caleb Nickel. Nickel in the 29, starting his first timed lap. Best finish this season of 5th, coming at Kokomo on April 29th, and night 3 of the Knoxville Nationals on June 23rd. Has to let out the gas there, let it breathe as he got really sideways. Lap number 1 for Nickel is a 15.548. 11 starts, 2 top 5s, and 8 top 10s for Nickel this season. The Kokomo, Indiana driver. Lap number 2 for the number 29 machine, Caleb Nickel. A 15.353, slot him 4th quick for Caleb Nickel. Next out from Sylvania, Ohio, in the pay-to-win setups, Beanbag Designs, number 11 for HRI Helms Racing. It's the Exo Consulting Rookie of the Year contender, Tyler No. Tyler No in the 11 machine. Coming to start his first timed lap. Best finish this season of 2nd, coming at Bristol and Williams Grove, May the 18th and June the 15th. Last time he came out here, he got 3rd, both nights at the King's Royal. Lap number 1 for Tyler No is a 15.588, 6th quick. 15 starts, 8 top 5s, and 11 top 10s for No this season. Still knocking on the door for that first win of the year, trying to get it tonight. Lap number 2 for No is a 15.233. Gonna go 2nd quick on the board, not quite gonna top Meadows' lap time. Next out, from Jonestown, Pennsylvania, in the 4 Horsemen Racing entry, getting a little sideways there, the number 6 machine of Caleb Morrissey. Morrissey to number 6. Gonna get a crack at it here. His first timed lap. Best finish this season coming from his win at the Williams Grove Speedway on May the 13th. On a bit of a winless drought, though. 3 times a winner, tied for 4th all-time in the Quicktime Sprint Car Series. Loves this racetrack, No. He proved that last season when he won 2 of the 3 Knoxville Nationals nights. 16.255, 7th quick first lap. 16 starts, a win, 8 top 5s, and 10 top 10s to his credit this season. Morrissey whipping it through 3 and 4 on his second timed lap. And he will go third quick at a 15.254. 15.254 for Caleb Morrissey. Next out, from Asheville, North Carolina. In the Lincoln Best Car, TW Advanced Trucking Dirt Team Race, Pro Dirt Track USA, ASU Electronic Repair Battery Boys, K1 Race Gear, number 4 for MFK Speed Lab. It's the Asheville Attitude, Cameron McComb. Cam McComb in the number 4. McComb starting his first and only timed lap this time. 15 starts this season and a top 5. His best finish this season, 4th at Belsha in the season opener. His only timed lap this time, one of the unlucky drivers spawned behind the start-finish line. Lap number 2, a 15.412. He'll go 8th quick. Following him out, from Greenfield, Indiana, in the School of Sim Racing Personal Evolution Company, Gray Auto, Elbows Up Sim Sport, number 006. For SSR Elite Sim Racing, it's the Shooting Star Rylan Gray.
Look at this paint, Kelan.
Oh yeah, paying tribute to the 2016 Knoxville Nationals paint scheme. Andrew May was going to run that too tonight. Maybe it's a good thing he's fallen through. We won't have 2 duplicate schemes out there tonight. Ray looking to go back-to-back in the wins category this week. Beautiful paint scheme. Lap number 1 is a 15.288, 5th quick for Ray. 3 wins on the season and 8 starts, a win percentage of 37%. 3 top 5s, 5 top 10s for Gray. He reminds me of a records or checkers guy. If he's not winning, he's wrecking. Or maybe not wrecking, but you know, not getting very good finishes. Lap number 2, a 15.189, new track record by a mile. And quick time for Rylan Gray. He's going to be followed by our next Rylan. And the number 99 machine from Dallas, Texas. Driving the Pit Stop TV Texas Sprint Series Smiley's Racing Parts, pay-to-win setups, bean bag designs. Number 99 machine. The Executive Consulting Rookie of the Year competitor for HRI Helms Racing, it's Rylan Pearson. Rylan Pearson in number 99. Really going to be hard to top that lap that Rylan Gray set. 2 wins this season for Pearson, coming at Kokomo on April the 29th and Williams Grove on May the 18th. Yet to get into victory lane since, though. Lap number 1 for Rylan Pearson, a 16.215. 15 starts, 2 wins, 10 top 5s, 12 top 10s. Average finish of 7.13. I will give it to Andrew May. He's making a valiant effort to get in this session. That's about the 20th time he's joined and then fell through. 15.324. Next lap for Rylan Pearson, 7th quick. He's going to be followed by our next qualifier. Exo Consulting Rookie of the Year competitor from Mooresville, North Carolina, in Slider Eye Sim Sports. It's the Hot Rod Joey Robinson. Joey Robinson in the 68 machine. Trying to set a blazer down. Gonna get 1 timed lap at it right here. Another one of our unfortunate qualifiers gets stuck behind the start-finish line, so only gonna get 1 crack at it. Robinson, 7 starts and 4 top 10s this season. Best finish of 8th at Williams Grove. Lap number 2, a 15.299, 6th quick. Pretty decent for only having 1 lap at it. Next out, Exo Consulting Rookie of the Year competitor from Newville, Pennsylvania, and Elite Sim Sport. It's the Dust Bowl, Caden Snyder. Caden Snyder in a 07. Going to get 1 lap. Best finish this season of 5th, coming at Kokomo on May the 4th. Then took about a month off before coming back on June the 22nd at Knoxville. Picked up a 16th place finish. Has not raced with us in a minute. 6 starts and 1 top 5 for Snyder. His only timed lap here will be a 15.416 and 12th quick. Next out, maybe missing his memo, from Cass City, Michigan, in the Liquid Best Car 13 Race Pro T46 Graphics Dirt Track USA K1 Race Gear number 20 for MFK Speed Lab. It's the Iceman, Exo Consulting Rookie of the Year competitor, Aiden Foster. Aiden Foster always been a fan favorite in these streams. Looking to get in victory lane for the first time. He's also been one of those guys just knocking on the door, waiting for his time to shine. Best finish this season came on Knoxville night. Number 3 started on pole, led some of the opening laps before getting 2nd place to his teammate. of Andrew May. Lap number 1 for Aiden Foster is a 15.311. 8th quick. 19 starts, 11 top 5s, 17 top 10s, and a pole to Forster's credit this season. Most recent Quicktime award came at that Knoxville event. Very good at this racetrack. Lap number 2, a 15.304, put him 7th quick. Next out would have been Andrew May, but of course not going to be with us tonight. So, rolling on to the Speedway from Milton, Delaware, in the Harbson Land Company, X Factor Preps, pay to win setup, feedback signs, number 010 for HRI Helms Racing. It's the Exo Consulting Rookie, their competitor, Liam Garrison. Liam Garrison in the 010. Garrison out to run a lap here. Best finish this season of 11th at Eldora. It used to be Randy Fritsch, our most unlucky driver in this series. I really feel like we got to give that title to Liam Garrison now. Lap number 1 of 15.301. Garrison just having no luck. 5 starts, not a single top 10 effort to this point this season. Lap number 2 is a little bit off at a 15.355. Next out, Exo Consulting Rookie Year competitor from Winsburg, Ohio. It's Sam Raber. Raber in the 76 machine, coming to start his first time lap. Three starts this season for Raber, made it into the top 10, all of them. And he's a bit of a Knoxville ringer, as he's only going to get 1 lap here. All 3 of his starts coming at Knoxville, and he was pretty consistent, picking up a 7th and 2 9th place finishes. Only lap for Raber here will be a 15.323, slot him 10th quick. Next out, in the number 50 machine, Exo Consulting Rookie of the Year competitor for Slotted Ice Sim Sports in Superior, Wisconsin. It's the wall rider, Anthony Woodhull. Anthony Woodhull repping Costa Zeros and micro logging. Woodhull has not raced with us in a while. Last time he showed up to the racetrack was April 29th at Kokomo. Did not make the feature. Best finish this season of 4th at Lanier on April the 19th. Lap number 1 for Woodhull will be a 15.400, 14th quick. 2 starts, 1 top 5, 1 top 10 for Woodhull this season. Trying to improve on that 4th place finish he got at Lanier earlier this year. Second lap time of 15.358, 1 spot better at 13th. And our last qualifier tonight. From Boston, New York, at a K1 Race Gear, Liquid Best Car Dirt Team Race Pro Dirt Track USA MAV TV Iceman's Designs, number 17K for MFK Speed Lab. It's the Iceman, Aiden Kirker. Aiden Kirker in the 17 machine. Coming to start his first lap. I didn't think he'd show up tonight. He's out there. He was out there celebrating a gender reveal party for his
Not for him.
cousin.
Not for him.
No, not for him. It's his cousin Ryan in up there. Lap number 1, a 15.436, 17th quick for the 17K. 5 wins on the season, 17 starts, 8 top 5s, 10 top 10s. It was a boy, by the way. Lap number 2 for Kirker, a 15.443, slowest of the bunch tonight at 17th quick. And taking home the Dirtman Photography Quicktime Award, and then the Jason Johnson Memorial Race, it'll be Rylan Gray. Saw him dominate the Knoxville Nationals before he got taken out. But now he's back tonight, looking to repeat the success that he had at this racetrack in the Knoxville Nationals. Costello puts the red flag out, and we are going to pause for a second till we advance the session and get ready for our heats. Andrew May, one last attempt to try to connect to the session. Quality at 43, which is not good, Shane, so do not believe he'll be with us tonight. Quite unfortunate. He was on track to make history this season, being the only driver to ever make every feature event of the season. Made 24 straight, and looks like tonight that streak will more than likely come to an end. So, we'll see. I guess we're gonna wait till the session advances here, Shane. So, I didn't ask you who are you rocking with tonight? Who you got on your spectacles here?
Well, I mean, I kind of sound like a little cheap right now, but I had my eyes on Rylan Gray from the start. I guess you could kind of say he's the Knoxville ringer, and I know Joseph had his eyes on him too. And obviously, with him starting on pole here tonight, he's definitely going to be a favorite.
I think it's hard to take your eyes off of Rylan Gray this evening as we get ready to set your grid for our first heat race of the evening. On the pole position from Greenfield, Indiana, and SSR Elite Sim Racing, it's the shooting star Rylan Gray. And to his outside from Jonestown, Pennsylvania, and 4 Horsemen Racing, in the number 6 machine, it's Caleb Morrissey.
Rolling off in the 3rd position here tonight in heat number 1 at Knoxville, that's Exo Consulting Rookie competitor from Milton, Delaware, Liam Garrison, who's also part of HRI Helms Racing, and to his outside, we have the number 76 from Warrensburg, Ohio. That is Samuel Raber.
Rolling off in the 5th position in the number 50 machine, Exo Consulting Rookie competitor for Slider Die Sim Sports and Superior, Wisconsin. It's the wall rider, Anthony Woodhull. And to his outside, Exo Consulting Rookie of the Year competitor for Elite Sim Sport in Newville, Pennsylvania, it's the Dust Bowl, Caden Snyder. Caden Snyder in a 0-7 as we sit on the grid. Pace truck. Guess we're going to ignore the pace truck. There goes Gray.
He's already.
Lead him to the green
he just wants to get this thing started already.
Oh, he's going. Look at him. 3 times the winner of this season, looking to go back-to-back tonight. Took home the King's Royal victory last time we met the racetrack. And there's the pace truck. It's coming. Now we're ready to get rolling. Caleb Morrissey is right behind it. He's following the rules. Rylan Gray, bit of a rule breaker. On the front row, we got a couple guys who are very good at this Knoxville Raceway. Caleb Morrissey, of course, took home 2 of the 3 victories last season when we came to this racetrack. Trying to get back in victory lane, and that will obviously be his goal. Although Rylan Gray looking to pick up one again. Pick up his 4th of the year. It's a shame he joined us a little later in the season, or I believe he would have really been a championship threat for Andrew May and Cody Meadows, which is points race going to get tighter after tonight.
I think it's going to make next season, though, obviously very interesting with all these returning drivers.
Yeah, a lot of returning drivers
in the series.
Yeah, and I think I'm pretty sure we'll have some even more new faces that are very good at what they do, and it's going to be entertaining to see our points battle next year. It was very entertaining this year. I've had some fun up here in the booth, and it's going to be fun.
Yeah.
Next summer, it'll be a lot of fun. Rylan Gray going to lead him to the green. On the green light, he will be rolling. And we are underway in our first heat of the evening. Rylan Gray to the inside of Caleb Morrissey. Going to slide it under him and pull up in front of that number 6 machine. Take the spot away here on lap number 1. Morrissey tries to fight as they battle it out for 3rd. That's Sam Raber to the outside of Liam Garrison. Trying to battle it out for that 3rd spot here. Garrison going to slide up in front of them, and they start to single file out for that transfer spot. Top 3, of course, advance to the feature like it's been all season. Woodhull and Snyder trading blows for that last spot on the racetrack for the 5th spot here in heat number 1.
You see Snyder and Woodhull there side by side, still battling for the 5th position. These two try to sort it out, as in front of them you see 76 Liam Garrison start to fall off a pace of the 0-10 of Liam Garrison, who currently holds down the transfer spot right now.
Sam Raber in the 4th spot trying to reel in Liam Garrison. Rylan Gray, Caleb Morris, and Garrison all equaling each other's lap times, running 1, 2, 3 halfway home in heat number 1. Raber trying to get that spot, though, trying to make it to where he doesn't have to fight through the consolation race. Of course, with 17 drivers showing up this evening, 1 will be going home as it's a 16-man feature, so every spot matters here as Rylan Gray is checked out.
Yeah, how appropriate. I guess wouldn't speak too far. Obviously, don't want to have that commentator's curse, but the Jason Johnson car leading here at Quicktime, and now looking to lock himself on pole for the feature event.
And how fitting at Knoxville. That paint scheme took home the Knoxville Nationals championship win In 2016, a duel between Jason Johnson and Donnie Schatz, which Johnson got the better of him in the closing laps. Went on to be a Knoxville Nationals champion since then. After his death, the team took home the 2019 Knoxville National Championship win. And now Rylan Gray carrying that paint scheme in the honor here in tonight's Jason Johnson Memorial event. White flag in the air for heat number 1. Caleb Morrissey and Liam Garrison tight there for the second spot. But all eyes on that. Oh, Morrissey spins out, and he gets tagged. Rylan Gray takes home the heat win, and Garrison and Raber will transfer into tonight's feature event. It looked like Morrissey just lost control of the car. I really have no words for what happened there. Just watched the replay myself. It's like he just spun out. I don't know what happened there.
No contact.
Yeah, all by himself. No contact. It's like he went into the corner and he clicked the wrong button or something, lost control of that race car. Gonna cost him his transfer spot. Heat number 2, though, getting ready to grid up as Morrissey. Maybe that's a strategy. Maybe he wants to go to the consolation race, make it in through there, so he can start from the rear. He wants that hard charger. There is $10 on the line tonight for the hard charger, thanks to Dirt Track USA. I don't know if anybody told you about that or not, Shane, but he might be chasing it tonight.
I knew about it. Don't think the fans knew about it though.
No, well the fans know about it now. 15 to win, 10 for the hard charger. Caleb Morrissey's chasing that hard charger award tonight, it looks like. On pole for heat number 2 for AOD Racing in Martinsville, Virginia, it's the mud digger Cody Meadows, and to his outside in the number 28 machine, Exo Consulting Rookie of the Year competitor for MFK Speed Lab in Fort Wayne, Indiana, it's the young gun Colton Coe.
Starting in second, Exo Consulting Rookie of the Year competitor from Cass City, Michigan, that's the Iceman from MFK Speed Labs, Aiden Foster, and to his outside, we have the number 99 Exo Consulting Rookie of the Year competitor from HRI Helms Racing in Dallas, Texas, that's Rylan Pearson.
Rolling off in the 5th spot from Daytona Beach, Florida, in the Powerslide Motorsports entry, it's the Gator JJ Hill, and to his outside for MFK Speed Lab in Boston, New York, it's the Iceman Aiden Kirker. And that sets your field for our second heat race of the evening. On pole will be that number 88 of Cody Meadows. We know he's fast at Knoxville. Him and Aiden Kirker probably had the most memorable duel to the finish of the Knoxville events earlier this season. Night 2, him and Kirker trade blows for it on a green-white checkered restart. Kirker got the better of Meadows after Meadows clipped the berm. He's still looking for revenge here, trying to get back in victory lane. Look for that 4th win of the season, and if he wins, he makes up maximum points on Andrew May tonight, and it could make it a lot tighter. And that points penalty, if Andrew May elected instead of a suspension, are really going to bite him tonight.
Green.
Cody Meadows takes the green flag. We are underway here in a second heat. Colton Coase looked like he spun his tires a little bit there. It holds up Rylan Pearson. It's going to allow JJ Hill to kind of slide next to Pearson. But Kirker going to get the better of him for 5th right there. Forster and Pearson side by side for that 3rd spot. Pearson going to drive around him up top. To the 3rd spot he goes, and he gets turned with Aiden Forster. They both go flipping. Those 2 cars destroyed. Aiden Kirker now slides into 3rd. Those 2 cars not a front wing at all. Pearson with a left front off the ground, but Cody Meadows leads.
Interesting contact between Forrester and Pearson. They're coming off the corner as back up front. Like you said, Kelan, Cody Meadows leads them. Colton Coe trying to charge back to number 88 there.
Meadows in control. Colton Coe trying to mount a charge, like you said. Aiden Kirker, Coe's teammate, sits in that 3rd spot, trying to reel in his teammate for that 2nd position. JJ Hill, former Aiden Kirker teammate, rides in 4th, trying to get into that final transfer spot, but it's going to be hard to beat Aiden Kirker. He's up for the challenge, trying to reel him in halfway home in the 2nd heat.
Yeah, I was going to say I didn't have time to at the start of this heat that Aiden Kirker is somebody you want to keep your eyes on for sure. Obviously, not the way he wanted to get those positions, but sitting here in 3rd, he's got the transfer spot locked up, issue-free.
And he'll take it any way he can get it. A former winner at this Knoxville Speedway earlier in the season, and now he's trying to get back in victory lane. That night 2 at Knoxville, the last time he picked up a win on June the 22nd, so he's trying to slot back in it and get back into victory lane. Luck has not been on his side last few races, but he's trying to get it back on his side, find a 4-leaf clover or something, as he starts to catch his teammate for that 2nd spot. Going to have 1 lap to get to him as Cody Meadows is in control. Coe leading his teammates. I don't think Kirker's going to have enough here in 3 and 4. Cody Meadows up front. He's going to slot himself on the front row with the heat win. Kirker clips the berm and won't get Coe. Second goes to Coe. Third goes to Kirker. J.J. Hill in fourth will head to the consolation. But Cody Meadows slots himself on the front row. That's the story of this heat. Congratulations to him. Him and Rylan Gray making up the front row. Gonna be fun.
And that issue between Forster and Pearson will send them both to the consolation event.
Yes, sir. Getting ready to set the grid in our third heat of the evening. On pole, executing a Rookie of the Year competitor for HRI Helms Racing in Sylvania, Ohio, it's Tyler No. And to his outside, in the Slider Die Sim Sports Machine, from Mooresville, North Carolina, it's the Hot Rod, Joey Robinson, executing a Rookie of the Year competitor.
Rolling off there in the third position from HRI Helms Racing in Oak Harbor, Ohio, that's Exo Consulting Rookie of the Year competitor of Randy Fritsch. And to his outside, we have the number 29 from Slider Die Sim Sports in Kokomo, Indiana, the Kokomo Comet, Caleb Nickel.
Rolling off in the 5th spot in the number 4 machine, the MFK Speed Lab car for Asheville, North Carolina. It's the Asheville Attitude, Cameron McCone. And to his outside would have been Andrew May, but it's getting further and further away from him. He hasn't made an effort to rejoin the session in a while, so maybe he's just going to kick back in his Ocean City, Ocean View hotel room and watch us. So, since he can't race tonight, unfortunate for him.
I don't think that's what he would have liked, but
he would have liked to have been racing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe this is a good thing because he had his wheels sitting on glass from a nightstand, so don't want him to shatter that with his force feedback. So maybe he's going to a condo, one of his buddies' condos tomorrow, to set that up and get racing tomorrow, hopefully. So we'll see. Tyler No going to lead him to the green in our third and final heat race of the evening. Oh, Andrew May's made one last attempt to connect. We'll see if he can make it in. Tyler No going to lead him to the green here in this final heat race of the evening. Robinson gets a nice jump on the outside. Going to stick with him going into the corner. No slides him. And Robinson crosses him over. Battle for the lead down the backstretch. I think No's going to get the power down. But Robinson going to slide it in there. Won't take the spot away. Tyler No to the race lead. That's Caleb Nickel in the third spot behind his teammate Joey Robinson.
Yeah, Caleb Nickel made a strong move off the restart there to pivot himself into that third position past Randy Fritsch. As Fritsch looks to fight back there on the inside of him, you see McCone off there in the distance behind.
McCone sits back there in a 5th spot as Randy Fritsch gets to the inside of Caleb Nickel for that transfer position in the 3rd spot. Now he's going to go to the outside of Nickel. Nickel slides up. Fritsch going to try to cross him over a little bit. Get his right front or the left rear, but can't take advantage there. Fritsch sits behind the 2 Slider Die Sim Sport machines as Robinson gets sideways. Nickel going to take advantage to the outside of his teammate. Side by side for that 2nd spot. Looks like he's going to be a good teammate. Let him in right there. But Fritsch, take no prisoners, to the outside of Nickel he goes. You see McCone getting to the fence back there. Nickel slides up in front of Fritsch. Tyler No gone as they try to battle out for this final transfer spot. Tight right there.
Wow. This is some great racing so far here. 2nd through 4th place right now. Randy Fritsch currently the first man out there in the number 72 machine as Joey Robinson once again clips the apron and is going to slip up.
Now Nickel going to slide to the bottom, slide up in front of Robinson. Tyler No, meanwhile, gone by a second now, 2 laps to go. No, still looking for that first win of the season. He's been knocking on the door all year long. 2nd place twice, got 3rd place, both Kings Royal Knights. Trying to get it in victory lane for the first time. Battles on for that transfer spot, but Tyler No is gone. Fritsch there on Robinson, trying to take it away. Going to get one last effort at it. Don't think he's going to get it. Tyler No going to take home the 3rd and final heat win. Robinson 2nd. Nickel 2nd. Robinson 3rd. So we get ready for our consolation. Top 7 will be heading on to tonight's feature event. And unless Andrew May makes a miracle with his internet, he will not be with us tonight. And it'll be one other driver heading home with him. On pole in the number 50 machine, excluding Rookie of the Year competitor for Slider Dice Sim Sports in Superior, Wisconsin, it's the wall rider Anthony Woodhull. And to his outside from Daytona Beach, Florida, and Powerslide Motorsports, it's the Gator J.J. Hill.
Randy Fritsch, number 72 machine there for HRI Helms Racing in Oak Harbor, Ohio, will roll off in third. And to his outside is the 07 from Elite Sim Sport in Newville, Pennsylvania, the Dust Bowl, Caden Snyder.
Aiden Foster in the 5th spot, Cameron McCone in 6th, Caleb Morrissey and Rylan Pearson ran out of the field. A lot of big names here in this consolation race, and one of them will be heading home. And once they take the green flag, it'll be official. Andrew May will miss his first feature all season long. Not the streak we wanted to end. I thought it'd be pretty cool to make all the features, but that's a pretty tough stat to do, and I mean, I think making 24 straight is pretty impressive.
Yeah, it's really impressive for sure. Kelan, obviously you come here week in, week out, several races throughout the race season, or several races throughout the weeks in the race season, and very impressive feat there by May. And obviously this is not an easy field to crack, and a lot of these guys, fortunately, consistently just don't make the feature, and Andrew May showing he's one of the best in the series right there with that statistic.
They're going to take the green flag here, and May's historic streak going to come to an end this evening. Anthony Woodhull and J.J. Hill going to lead him to the green. We got a consolation race to decide. 7 make it in. 1 will be heading home. The green flag in the air. We are underway in the LCQ action. Anthony Woodhull dashes away on the inside, and Randy Fritsch peeks to the inside of J.J. Hill, but it'll be Caden Snyder powering around Randy Fritsch for that 3rd position. Fritsch still working the inside, is going to settle for 4th as Forster powers to 5th. Rylan Pearson stuck on the inside as Cameron McCone trying to get around him for the 6th spot. Pearson slides up, McCone crosses him over.
As these two battle it out, Caleb Morrissey will start to reel in the number 4 machine of Cameron McCone there for the transfer position as the battle up front starts to heat up. J.J. Hill looking to run down our race leader Anthony Woodhull, but Caden Snyder is going to try to make a move there to his inside as he sends it in big there in 3.
Snyder slide job, going to slide up, and now Fritsch going to get to the outside of Snyder, going to allow Fritsch to pounce on him to the outside of that 07 machine for that 3rd spot. Snyder slides up in front of him, and he's going to get in the fence. They save it. Rylan Pearson involved with them. And now these two are going to race for that last transfer position. This puts Caleb Morrissey in, and it puts Snyder out. Him sliding up in front of Fritsch is going to cost him possibly a spot in this feature.
Yeah, Rylan Pearson lucked out. Great save there by the 99 machine to keep that race car going. But yeah, he's got to keep that thing clean and hold on for a few more laps.
That's a determined driver in Rylan Pearson. He has been knocked around all races this evening. Halfway home in the LCQ, trying to make it into the feature. Anthony Woodhull in control. First race back with us since in May, so nice to see him back. And out in front of this LCQ, J.J. Hill 2nd, Fritsch and Forster. Close quarters racing there for 3rd.
Forster looking to the outside here in the number 72 machine, Fritsch. Good night so far going for him. As you see the 20 car catch the ball there. We'll go on board to the cockpit view of Aiden Foster.
On board with Forster, you can just see him get up there next to that cushion. And all night long, with this track state carrying over, you're going to see that cushion get razor thin against the fence. If you remember that feature we had where Andrew May picked up the win, it was a razor thin cushion against the fence that he had to drive and maneuver for the last 20 laps, caution after caution after caution, and it, eventually he got up in victory lane, had a good run, and look at it, it's already starting to thin out. I remember start of the night, and it was about a car width lower. Now it's starting to spread out a little bit. It's going to be fun to watch that transition throughout the night as Forster's all over Randy Fritsch.
Forster trying to make a move here around the HRI Helms Racing driver. MFK Speed Labs there in the 4th position as Fritsch catches the wall.
Fritsch catches the fence. Aiden Forster going to take that spot away. Cameron McCone lurking on Fritsch now. 1 lap to go in this consolation event. Anthony Woodhull has gapped J.J. Hill by 1.5 seconds. Cameron McCone trying to work on him for that 4th spot on Randy Fritsch. Out front, Anthony Woodhull going to take home the consolation win. J.J. Hill second, Forster, Fritsch, McCone, Morrissey, and it looks to be Pearson's going to take home that last transfer spot if they make it home clean. He does. Caden Snyder and Andrew May, the drivers heading home. It's time, Shane.
It's time for the AMB Outdoors Sprint Car Series Jason Johnson Memorial here from the Eldora Speedway. Or not Eldora, excuse me.
Knoxville.
Knoxville Speedway.
Oh yeah, we're still stuck in the last week.
Yeah, I'm still in last week mode.
Yeah, that's alright. On pole for tonight's feature event, our Quicktime Award winner tonight for SSR Elite Sim Racing in Greenfield, Indiana, it's the shooting star Rylan Gray. To his outside for AOD Racing in Martinsville, Virginia, it's the mud digger Cody Meadows.
Rolling off there in the third position, that's the number 11 from HRI Helms Racing of Tyler No, and 2 is outside the 010 of Liam Garrison.
Colton Coe, Caleb Nickel line up in row 3, Sam Raber, Aiden Kirker, Joey Robinson, Anthony Woodhull, J.J. Hill, Aiden Foster, Randy Fritsch, Cameron McCone, and Caleb Morrissey and Rylan Pearson round out the field. They'll get the signal when they get to the start-finish line here to show you guys the 4-wide salute, one of my favorite sights. And if they do like they practiced, they're going to allow Rylan Gray and that Jason Johnson paint scheme to pull out in front of all of them in tribute to the Raging Cajun racing legend. Collected over 250 wins in his career, from modifieds to outlaw karts to 410, 360 sprint cars. He was a legendary driver, Knoxville Nationals champion. Pretty cool. As Rylan, him right there. Maybe he's not going to pull out. But this is the Dirt Track USA 4-wide salute. Thank you, Dirt Track USA, for hopping on board. And thank you guys, the fans at home, for hopping in with us tonight and spending your time with the AMB Outdoors Quicktime Sprint Car Series. You see it right there, that number 41 machine leading the pack.
Just can't get over this, obviously. Great tribute there from Rylan Gray and team, as you see the number 41 pacing the field here from Knoxville. This is a great shot right here.
Yeah, and the missing man on the bottom right there. Great sight. Love to see it.
Hang on, we're not going green.
One of the greatest sights you'll ever see in the AMB Outdoors Quicktime Sprint Car Series right there. That was awesome. And I don't know what gets the blood flowing more than that right there, Shane. Ready for feature action. Rylan Gray going to be hard to beat tonight, but I think if there's a man on a mission who's trying to beat it, I really got my eyes on Tyler No starting there in the third spot. He has been on a top 5 tear for a while. I think he's due for a victory.
I think he's overdue for sure. Tyler No, I think he's kind of been that runner-up driver. I guess you could say the Kyle Larson before, obviously, if you're a NASCAR fan before this season. He's just always the bridesmaid, but I think tonight might be No's time to shine.
Yeah, rolling off there in the third spot. He's got a good shot. Colton Coe was going to start 5th. He will take a optional EOL penalty, as his internet connection has not been the strongest tonight. 41 laps in honor of the Raging Cajun, Jason Johnson, the legendary number 41. That's how many laps we'll be running tonight from Knoxville. You're not going to miss a single one. It's the AMB Outdoors Quicktime Sprint Car Series Jason Johnson Memorial Race from Knoxville Raceway. Rylan Gray taking the green flag. We are underway from Knoxville. Drivers got wadded up for that third position there. Liam Garrison taking over the third spot. Tyler No holding down 4th as Sam Raber peeks to the inside of Tyler No for that 4th position. Nearest battle on the racetrack right now. Raber going to slide job. Tyler No going to cross him over side by side for that 4th position. As they battle it out here in the top 5, Liam Garrison, Cody Meadows tight for 2nd as Rylan Gray starts to gap Cody Meadows. As Gray continues to lead. Sam Raber slide job to Tyler No again. No, gonna cross them over again. These two having some fun for fourth.
Great racing so far. As right as I say that, Sam Raber kind of caught the right rear, kind of the fuel cell there of Tyler. No, that'll push him back to the 7th position as Aiden Kirker and Caleb Nickel jumped him, but Raber's going to try to make another jump here to the outside of the 29 machine.
Yeah, there's Caleb Nickel right in front of him, trying to trade position there, and there's Anthony Woodhull working to the inside of Raber. Aiden Kirker making his way through the field 8th to 5th, as Raber sideways again, almost caught the right rear of Anthony Woodhull. That's going to allow J.J. Hill to get right next to Raber. Raber looks like he's battling that race car. Joey Robinson spins out. I would not be surprised if that brought our first caution out tonight, but so far, they're keeping it green. There it is. Right before he gets lapped, Robinson went for a spin. We're going to try to get a look at what happened on that 68 machine here with the Dirt Track USA replay. Rylan Gray is still in control of tonight's feature. First caution here out on lap number 6 of 41. We're going to get a look at what happened here with our Dirt Track USA replay system. Look right there, Robinson pushed into the fence by that car on his inside. Was that Pearson? Looked like Pearson.
Yes, it looked like Rylan Pearson there.
Yeah, they kind of pinched each other into the fence right there, and it's going to cost Robinson to go slideways, spin out. Tried to get it back rolling, but just couldn't get it back without the yellow. Too unsafe with all the race cars coming along the outside of them there.
On
Back
board
on
with Robinson.
board. Yeah, it's Rylan Pearson throwing a slide job, and I think he. It's kind of hard to judge from that perspective whether he gave Robinson enough room or not. But I think I just think Robinson could have checked up a little bit for Pearson. It's kind of a racing deal right there. I'm not pushing the blame on anybody, but back up front, Rylan Gray opting to take the outside. We saw this for the first time ever last week, and now Rylan Gray catching on that you can do this thing, and he's going to be on the outside here on the restart. Cody Meadows to his inside. So we get back rolling here. Liam Garrison third, Tyler No, Aiden Kirker ran up to top 5. Kirker's been slicing and dicing his way through the field from 8th to 5th. He's on the move, trying to get up there and race for the win. Oh, okay. Gray's taking the inside. Last second decision. Green flag in the air. And caution out immediately. Thrown by admins. It'll be thrown by admins right here. And I believe this may be due to Rylan Gray switching his lane right before the restart. And it will be. So.
Alright, Kelan, I'm going to go to you here for rules analyst. Will this result in an EOL penalty, or how does this work?
Well, they're talking over the radio right now. I don't know if that right there is a certain thing listed in the rule book.
If it's not listed in the rule book, then I say that what they should do is just line them up once again. Obviously, tell the 41 there of Rylan Gray just to pick his position before obviously they go green as they pick up the pace truck now. Just tell him to pick up or pick his position either inside or outside before they take their green flag, and then just roll off from there.
And I believe the issue there was that Gray was on the outside, and then when the pace truck pulled down, he got to the inside of Meadows and got the jump on him, which I believe would be a restart violation. No black flag will be assessed to any drivers, though. That will just be a stern warning from admins to Rylan Gray. So don't do that again, Rylan, or you'll be in trouble. So that's what they're basically saying to him right now. They're just going to re-rack the field in the positions they were going to restart in and get it back rolling. Not this time, though.
Yeah, I think that's something that the officials are probably go over after this race and add a little new rule into the book there.
Would not be surprised, because that's a common sense thing right there, and I know the only really thing that we have specified on restarts is that it's single file after 10 to go. We never really, it hasn't really been specified on as far as picking lanes and your last second decision. As I think if you're choosing the outside lane, you got to make that official and you can't change those. So that will definitely be something that can be looked after this race. So gonna get another restart here on lap 7 Back underway from Knoxville, Rylan Gray this time gets a nice legal jump. Liam Garrison slides into the second spot, ahead of Cody Meadows. Aiden Kirker working to the inside of Tyler No for that fourth spot. Gonna take it over and try to slide in front of him, or maybe not. Kirker working that bottom. Again, like we said all season long, he's kind of the trailblazer, finding lines that nobody else is, as they're all jumbled up back there, car in the fence.
That was
Who
Rylan
was that, Shane?
Pearson. Rylan Pearson caught the fence. I think he's just had the worst luck here tonight. It just seems like he's involved in every wreck so far. Nowhere to go.
Yeah, unfortunate for Pearson. Bad luck for sure. Look at that little group there. Forster, Pearson, Morrissey. A lot of race-winning race cars here at Knoxville back there, stuck in the pack. Back up front, though, Rylan Gray in control, and Cody Meadows has chopped that lead down significantly. I think he's running that slider line a bit better than him, as Tyler knows, working on Aiden Kirker for fourth.
Aiden Kirker finally gets by Tyler. Now he'll slide back up to the high side, right up against the cushion and the fence. But like you mentioned, Kelan, Cody Meadows now making work of our race leader, Rylan Gray. And I talked about time to shine, and I think it's definitely time to shine for Cody Meadows, obviously, with the points leader as he looks to the inside there, 41 machine. Obviously, our points leader not here tonight, double points here, and I think it's time to shine, like I said, for Cody Meadows, and he can definitely close up that championship gap.
Yeah, Meadows, ooh, almost caught the fence there, but he's been taking a lot harder risks than Rylan Gray right now, being a lot more aggressive. You can just see it in his driving. He's thrown in a lot lower than Gray is, and he's coming out on right here in the center of the corner, gets a lot higher than Gray does, catching the cushion, and it sends him up. I think he knows if he drives aggressive, he has the faster car, but I think he also has to take care of that race car at the same time. Don't damage it and pressure Gray into making a mistake. I don't think you're going to pass him on speed. It's just going to be too difficult. He just needs to pressure Gray into making a mistake.
I agree 100%. Obviously, he's got to be really careful sending it in like that. Obviously, Gray is kind of running a little bit higher up, so he'll get the launch off the corner, but Cody Meadows is really hungry.
Yeah, fighting for it. Look at how close he gets to that cushion. The razor-thin cushion is starting to get even slimmer. Aiden Kirker 2 seconds back in that third spot, but these top two are dueling for it here in our feature event in the Jason Johnson Memorial Race. Here on lap 15, Meadows all over that 41 machine, and he's not going to let him go easily. He's sticking with him right now, and that's something we didn't see at all at the Knoxville Nationals. Nobody was able to contend with Rylan Gray. Nice move there by Meadows, going to get even with him, but look at Gray just going to power it off the corner. I think he needs Gray to make a mistake. Slide job here, though. Meadows takes the spot away. Gray going to cross him over. That was the first time Gray really committed to the top all race. And he did it right there. Takes the spot back away after the slide job. Meadows trying to fight with him. Gray going to hold down the lead, though.
Gray holding it down there. As we saw one driver off the pace. That's Co. As the 88 machine catches the fence once again.
These two battling out, and it's letting Aiden Kirker reel him in. He lost 2/10 that lap, but the lap that they were side by side, Kirker reeled in a 3/10 gap right there. He's really staying committed to that bottom. I think he's just trying to not be too aggressive with that 17K like Cody Meadows is doing right now. He sees that Meadows might be messing himself up, and it's allowing Rylan Gray to kind of pull away right now. He starts to step away as lap traffic may be a factor as this race progresses.
I think lap traffic, obviously, is going to be a really big factor here, and who can maneuver through it faster. As you see the two cars here of Cameron McCone. McCone lets him go by, and I believe that's the 50 of Anthony Woodhull. So
yes,
they'll slide past those two, or at least slide past McCone so far. As big send there by Cody Meadows once again.
Woodhull just running his line. He's not going to give an inch for anybody. He wants to stay on the lead lap. But at the same time, if you're a race leader, that's not what you want to see. You want him to give it to you. Rylan Gray still not quite stepping away from Meadows like he wants to, but Meadows working that slider line. I think Meadows, he's got to bank on a yellow. He's got to start getting committed to that top line, kind of run it like we saw in Night 3 at Knoxville earlier in the season. That's what Andrew May did, and that's how he won the race. He started getting committed to the top of the racetrack. Everybody else just getting too slick. They couldn't race it. I think that's what Meadows got to do now. He's got to start working with that outside line and get better at grade at it, or else I really don't think he's going to beat him doing the slider line all race long.
Yeah, he's been every single lap just sending it in there. Obviously, like you said, the slider line coming to the bottom and shooting it back up, kind of diamonding the corners, as you could say.
Kind of like a It's like a reverse diamond, where a diamond you kind of enter it high and kind of apex right in the middle, and then slide back up top. It's kind of in a reverse here. You want to enter low, get up to the top in the center, and then drive it off up top. So it's kind of like I don't really know how to describe it, but they call it the slider line here in the Quicktime Sprint Car Series. As now Meadows takes a look to the outside, running that outside line for the first time all race long, trying to reel in that 41 machine. Look at the power he gets off the corner. Slider line 1 and 2, top 3 and 4 is what he did last lap, and he is there with Rylan Gray, not letting him go at all.
Aiden Kirker still holding strong in 3rd position, Liam Garrison in 4th as the field starts to spread out. Caleb Nickel there in 5th, and Rylan Pearson now rebounding to the 6th position.
Meadows even with Gray there through 1 and 2. They were right next to each other. This is the closest they've been all race long, as he is there going into the corner. Gray just getting the power off, and that's what's keeping his position for him. They are dueling for it in this 41 lap feature. Meadows going to slide him. Couldn't quite clear him there. Gray is going to power off up top. These two having a heck of a race for the race lead.
Really entertaining for sure, as Meadows send it in there big time, going over the berm on corner entry, and Rylan Gray kind of using that cushion like Andrew May was defending off the 88 Season 1 champion.
And if Gray is going to make Meadows' life miserable here, if he can just run that top and not let Meadows get a shot at him, and it's just going to keep frustrating Cody. What Cody wants is he wants to keep putting pressure on that 006 and make him make a mistake. We're having a lot of fun up here at Knoxville. We're having a great feature event.
Really great battle for sure, obviously here in the race lead. I'm sure there's plenty more out there on the racetrack, but everybody wants their eyes on the battle for the race win right here.
Gray still in control. Meadows is starting to run a bit higher than Gray, and it's going to get him good corner exit here on Gray. To the inside of Rylan Gray he goes. Slide job for the race lead. Going to take it over for now. Gray going to cross him back over.
He got
him. A nice block, and now Meadows to the race lead. And now he's going to be having to play defense on Rylan Gray as Cody Meadows takes over the race lead. Gray's trying to get it back, though, not going to let him go easily.
This is the first time I really think I've seen somebody who's more dominant than Rylan Gray after he caught the lead, and this is really surprising for sure, as Gray had his hands full there on entry, and he's kind of running that cushion out, changing up his line.
He is up running that cushion, trying to get the speed on the straightaways to really get with Meadows. He wants Meadows to get sideways in the slick and then take it over. He's going to the outside of Meadows here. Battle for the race lead continuing to intensify. Going to be 7 laps to go this next time by. Look at Gray right against that cushion. Meadows staying true to that slider line. It's going to be an entertaining last couple laps here. They are all over each other, but I think Meadows might just have a bit of an advantage on Gray right now running that slider line, which Gray has not really tried to do all night long.
Yeah, and if your name is Andrew May, or if you're an Andrew May fan, obviously this is not the sight you wanted to see, as if Cody Meadows does close out the win here tonight, he'll definitely...
Yellow flag.
Oh, we got a caution.
And that's not what these top two wanted to see. They wanted to battle it out. We're going to get a look here. Is that McCone on pits?
McCone's on pit road. He's currently 13 laps down.
13 laps down, so it's not him.
Anthony Woodhull's got a lot of damage.
We'll get a look here on our Dirt Track USA replay of what happened here. Those top two had some great green flag racing all race long. What a battle we've been having all race long. We're having some fun. And it's going to be a fun dash to the finish here. It's going to allow Aiden Kirker to really get back with him. We'll get a look here. Cody Meadows trying to fend off Rylan Gray. We're going to get a look at what happened to Anthony Woodhull. I can't stop talking about those top two. We've had some fun. Going to try to get a Dirt Track USA replay.
It was the 20 car of Aiden Foster.
Aiden Foster in trouble. He was running in 12th. Really hasn't had the speed he's wanted this race. Gonna go look with Forster all by himself. Just caught the fence. Similar to what Rylan Gray did on night 2 here at Knoxville when he was leading. Everybody's going in the chat, making sure they're good on fuel, and I believe a little 5-lap dash here. They should be good. It's going to be close. It's going to be really tight, but they should be able to make it on fuel. That hasn't been an issue all season long, as you see right there. A little look at Forster.
Keeps it straight, though.
Yeah, it does keep it straight. Didn't get a lot of damage, just kind of went for a loop-de-loop. Gonna be a single file restart on Cody Meadows' discretion. And these top three right here, besides Andrew May, of course, I feel like these top three were the guys who were all gunning for it at Knoxville. They were really going for it. And we've been so obsessed with the top two battle that we haven't even noticed Rylan Pearson 16th to 5th. He's been a man on a mission. We talked about his bad luck. Last time I saw him, he was catching a fence. Now he's back up here in the top 5, holding down the Dirtman Photography Hard Charger spot right now. Whew, we're going to have a fun dash to the finish here, Shane. 5 laps to go on the restart. This is going to be fun.
Yeah, the caution, or the admins wave the caution one more time. Rounds. I don't know about this. I hope they can all make it on fuel, obviously. And if I was an admin, I don't know if I'd do that. Obviously, I want the best chances for every single driver to make it to the end on fuel. That's just me, though.
Well, the average is everybody has about 4 gallons, and you burn a little under a half gallon a lap. With 5 laps left, they should be able to make it, unless we get a lot of cautions, which hopefully is not the case. But it'll be Meadows, Gray, Kirker, Raber, Pearson going for it here. Winner take all in the Jason Johnson Memorial. $15 go to the winner. Who's going to take it home? Back underway here from Knoxville. Cody Meadows on the gas. He's going to get up to the race lead. Gray peeks his left front under Cody Meadows. Can't quite take the spot away yet, though. Aiden Kirker's back there. Going to need some help from these top 2. Gray to the top of the racetrack. Meadows to the bottom of the racetrack. 4 circuits around Knoxville to go. Cody Meadows holds down the race lead.
As you see a battle here, Liam Garrison, great run for the 0-10 machine there, will slot himself into the 5th position. I saw Rylan
Back up
here.
front, Shane.
Oh, we're going
Side by side.
Oh,
For the race lead, Rylan Gray sliding to the inside of Cody Meadows, going to take the spot away as Meadows slipped up. Rylan Gray to the race lead. How fitting, and the Jason Johnson Racing machine is going to come take 2 laps to go here. Try to fend off that NOS Energy machine of Cody Meadows. A last couple lap dash here between those top 2, and it's going to be close here. Gray in control. Meadows has gone to the top of the racetrack. Gray has got to the bottom, and he is smooth sailing now. Meadows trying to reel him in, but it'll be a 1 lap to go mark here from Knoxville Raceway. Meadows catches the fence back there. Up front, Rylan Gray got crowned a king at the King's Royal. Put on the Jason Johnson Racing colors tonight. And in the Jason Johnson Memorial Race from Knoxville Raceway, Rylan Gray picks up win number 4 and goes back-to-back as he wins at the Knoxville Raceway. Cody Meadows picks up 2nd, and Aiden Kirker rounds out the top 3.
Rylan Gray fans, get on your feet. Big win for your driver here tonight. And as all that happens, 88 car went up in shambles. Unfortunately, a few laps to go, and we'll talk to Meadows here in a little bit. You know he's going to be heartbroken and frustrated for sure.
Yeah, I think if that caution never came out, I think it would have really been Meadows' race to lose, because he was fast when he was in that slider line, but just unfortunate that he couldn't hang on to it. Caleb Morrissey from 15th to 5th is going to take home the Dirtman Photography Quick Hard Charger Award tonight. Rylan Pearson falls 1 spot short as he falls back to 7th in the closing laps. How about that for Rylan Gray? 2 in a row, bringing out his inner Andrew May. Of course, needed a replacement for May tonight, and good for Gray. Going to get a word with him shortly as we run through your finishing results tonight. How fitting, the Jason Johnson Racing machine picks up the win. Rylan Gray, win number 4 on the year for him. Cody Meadows picks up the 2nd place finish. Aiden Kirker in 3rd as he charges from 8th to 3rd. Sam Raber, a consistent day in the top 5, picks up 4th. Caleb Morrissey, our hard charger, from 15th to 5th. Liam Garrison 6th. Rylan Pearson 7th. Aiden Foster recovers for an 8th place finish. Caleb Nickel and J.J. Hill round out the top 10. Tyler No never could really get the speed in that car going, finishing 11th. Randy Fritsch, his teammate, in 12th. Anthony Woodhull, 7 laps down in 13th. 20 laps down in 14th as Cameron McComb, Colton Coe, and Joey Robinson round out the field. Had a great 41-lap feature tonight. We're going to get a word with Rylan Gray as soon as possible. Going to get his race car up here. Still not in the waiting room, so haven't quite got the opportunity to say anything to him. Going to try to get him in here. So, what a race, Shane. We had a great battle between those top two. Had a lot of fun, those two trading blows at each other. We had a great race, dude. Rylan is Kelan the booth. Got us.
Yellow.
Howdy.
Up.
Fourth win of the year, buddy. You put it on. You put a show on tonight with you and Cody Meadows. What'd you find in those closing laps that made that 006 better than the 88?
As soon as I were in the top, the first lap on the start, and I saw Cody pull for me, I knew exactly where it was. So I went straight down to the bottom, almost had him the first corner, just kind of waited for that next corner to go through, kind of tried to run that slider line and take out my momentum. He almost did, but I just rolled the bottom, and as soon as I got inside of him, he had nowhere to go. Unless he was going to move me, there was no way for him.
Well, certainly, for sure. You put on a show tonight. It looked like he was the faster car the first 30 or so laps of the night, and then eventually finally got around you, started to gap himself a little bit. Were you breathing a sigh of relief when that caution came out?
A little bit, yeah. I needed it because I know the track's going to be way slicker as the caution comes out. It starts to set in when the caution comes out a lot faster. So it was either going to be on the bottom or run the fence. And with me, this is my first ever VR race in sprint cars too. So I was just getting to it. It's super difficult to run the cushion, but I can just run right under it really well. But I feel like I could run the bottom the best in VR compared to triple monitor.
Well, I felt like you were getting really close to knocking down the wall, especially when Meadows got past you. It looked like you were searching for any type of moisture on the racetrack that you could, and looked like you were pretty close to knocking down the fence there. Awesome win tonight, your fourth of the year. Are you coming back to get some more later this season?
Yeah, I'm excited for that Volusia race. Hoping to cash in. How much is it? I think it's $150.
150 on Thursday and 50 tomorrow, so big time payouts in the Redneck Roundup. So you got something to look forward to there. Anybody you want to thank for putting this win together?
School Sim Racing, Gray Auto, Personal Evolution Code for being on my car and giving it a little bit more color. Tommy, Michael, everybody that got me on their elbows up. Billy that recommended me. Same for Dustin Griffiths. And then my dad and my family for saving up to get me this rig a few years ago and putting in the hard work to finally be this good.
Yeah, well, you put on a show tonight. Congratulations on your win and nice looking paint scheme out there. Very fitting for tonight's race.
Thank you.
Rylan Gray taking home his fourth victory of the season tonight, leading the most laps and getting around Cody Meadows with 3 to go to take it home. Next in the booth, it'll be Cody Meadows. Shane, take it away.
Cody Meadows, this is Shane DiMantova in the broadcast booth. You got me.
Yes, sir.
All right, man. I was just talking to you. Obviously, second place. You're leading laps towards the end of this thing, and if I thought you were honestly going to be disappointed, but you said you weren't. Great battle there with Rylan Gray all race long.
Yeah, I'm not. It's been a while since I haven't got a podium and not been uppity about it, but I mean, well deserved to Rylan. Rylan, that was a great fight that we had. I haven't had that much fun in a while, and him running the Jason Johnson paint as well. I mean, it's deserved. I mean, I can't be mad at that as well.
Yeah, like you said, it's been a while since you had something like this on the podium, and it kind of, when you said that, reminded me of the battle you had with Aiden Kirker last season, where you both were trading sliders back and forth. But obviously tonight, you just couldn't seemed like you couldn't get past Rylan for the first 30 or so laps, and then you finally made your move.
Yeah, I would kept running the same line over and over again, and then for once I seen that I was side by side with him. I was like, well, if I'd had the chance to throw a slider, now's the time. And I started running that slider line, and it just started hooking up, and I was like, well, it's ride or die at this point. Got that lead, and then caution was my one nightmare, and it happened to come true.
Yeah, I think Kelan might have had that commentator's curse. He was saying how you needed a caution when you're in second place, and then obviously, once you take the race lead, the caution comes out. So, obviously, luck just wasn't on your side here tonight, but at the same time, great run for the 88 machine.
Yeah, I'm really happy with the car. I mean, track state was very slick. It slicked off really a lot more than I expected, and just rolling to what I had, having patience, staying behind him. I could have made 20 moves previously, but every time I had the chance to throw one, I knew I wasn't gonna make it stick, so I had to lift and stomp it and just have my right rear right on the edge of that slick, hoping to God it hooked up, and it worked every time. And thanks to my buddy Kelan with that commentator's curse, buddy. Amazing up there,
bad.
but can't complain. Great race tonight. We're walking away with a P2.
And a lot of
Yeah.
points, obviously, to close up on the points leader, Andrew May, who did not make it tonight. But yeah, Cody, finish up here tonight. Anybody you want to thank?
Big thanks to AOD Racing. Uh, they help me keep a cool head running into these races every week. I mean, I love those guys over there. I mean, I'd like to thank my buddy over at Ryan Billy Racing for helping me throw this paint together. I had fun with it tonight. Had a couple people comment on it, how they liked it. Thank you guys for coming out and broadcasting. I always have fun with y'all. A&B Outdoors, big thanks. Dirtman Photography, Dirt Track USA, XO Consulting, Dirt Heathen Racing Apparel, Shane DiMantova Designs, and now Iceman Designs. It takes a lot to throw these races together, and I'm just happy I get to be a part of it.
And we're happy to have you a part of it too, Cody. Obviously, you are one of our veterans, part of the series, so we thank you for that, and also thank you for joining us in the broadcast booth here tonight.
Yeah, 10-4. Have a good one, boys.
That was Cody Meadows, our second place finisher here tonight at Knoxville after leading a couple closing laps, but just couldn't finish the job on Rylan Gray.
Next up, it's Aiden Kirker. Hey, Aiden, just going to booth. Got it, me, buddy.
I got you.
Well, you charged from 8th to 3rd in like the first 5 laps, and then you just kind of stalled out there. What more did you need to really get up to those top 2? They were on a blazing pace tonight.
Realistically, I wasn't really looking to catch them at that time just because of the fuel situation. It was really just more about rolling slow around the bottom of the track, keeping a consistent time where we could save the fuel though, and not have to worry about fuel situation. And then by the time I wanted to start going, nothing else was working, so I just decided to stick to the bottom, keep what I was doing, and it kind of just it leveled out with those guys, and I accepted that 3rd was probably the best I was going to get. And then on that restart, we started to have a little bit of a glimmer of hope, but still, those two were really fast all night. So it was going to be really tough to catch them.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I mean, 3rd place, nothing to be ashamed of. You put up a great run tonight, and of course, Andrew May, your point situation with Andrew, don't think you're going to catch him, but you are racing there for 3rd in points, which a bronze medal ain't too bad. You and Forster are having a nice duel for it. You looking forward to these last few races?
Yeah, absolutely. I don't know how much of it we're going to be able to make, but we're going to try to make it. We'll be out there in Volusia for sure. As far as the tracks after that, I don't know, but obviously we'll be there for the World Finals too, so we'll try to just kind of see what we can do and see if we can pick some wins here. Point situation, I'm not really worried about the points too much. Just trying to get out here and win some races to close out the end of the season.
Yeah, for sure. Well, 5 wins on the season, or is it 6? No, it's 5. It's 5.
It is 5.
So
yes.
You've had a great year, nothing to be ashamed of. You got anybody you want to thank for making tonight's run possible?
Of course, starting off with sponsors for the league sponsors. Want to thank A&B Outdoors, Dirtman Photography, Dirt Track USA, XO Consulting, Dirt Heathen Racing Apparel, Shane DiMantova Designs, and Iceman Designs. And then I want to thank the personal sponsors of. It's gonna take me a second. MFK Speed Lab, the race team. Thank you to all those guys. Andrew, Colton Co, Aiden Foster, Kamako, and all those guys. I want to thank all the partners over there: K1 Race Gear, Liquid Vescar, Dirt Heathen Racing Apparel, Dirt Track USA. And I want to thank them, our personal helpers of MAV TV and Iceman Designs. I want to give a shout out to my mom, my dad, my girlfriend Emma, all you guys for putting on the show. Shout out to my cousin Ryan. He and his wife just found out that they're having a baby boy today with their gender reveal. So congratulations to them, and I love you guys. And hopefully we can continue the rest of the season. Maybe get a couple wins.
Well, thank you for joining us tonight, Aiden. Picked up the third place finish. Good job, buddy.
Thank you.
Aiden Kirker, third place finisher tonight. Now Shane's going to go over to third dirt man photography hard charger award winner, Caleb Morrissey.
You got a copy?
Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we got you, man. All right, congratulations to our Dirtman Photography Hard Charger Award winner. So, great run for you tonight. Finished up in the 5th position. Why don't you take me through your race?
Yeah, I was just gonna try and chill and see if the big one would happen, kind of like a super speedway race in NASCAR, and it just never came with the low car count. So, fortunate enough, I just kept on trucking and tried to stick to the outside and tried to find momentum on the middle, and it just ended up working out and rallied around the middle for 5th right there at the last second.
You started in the 15th position. Obviously, had your claw your way in at the end of this thing, and you almost found yourself out of it in the consolation event. You were running in last place, but obviously a little bit of luck on your side, and there's a little bit of wreck. And here you are, obviously winning the Dirtman Photography Hard Charger Award winner and 5th in the consolation event. Obviously, we knew you were strong here last year, but is there something that's kind of been off, a disconnection between you and the track, or because the speed just seems to fall off a little bit since last year here at Knoxville?
The league's just a million times better competition-wise than it was last year, and I think that's just how it kind of goes. And then you pair it with some bad luck and some poor decisions, some over-aggressive driving one way or another, and you find yourself in a hole and find yourself losing confidence, and it's kind of hard to dig yourself out of that hole when, like I said, we have such big competition. So I was fortunate enough to come away with the hard charger tonight. That's kind of what the goal was, just kind of chill in the back, see what happens, and attack at the end if there was anything to attack. And it just worked out that way.
Yeah, like you said, it definitely worked out at the right time. You talked about a late race move, and 5th is your spot here tonight. Anybody you'd like to thank for tonight's performance?
Yeah, thank the family back home for watching, all the friends that tune in. A&B Outdoors, Dirtman Photography, Dirt Track USA, EXO Consulting, Dirt Heathen Racing Apparel, Shane DiMantova Designs, Iceman Designs, and you guys in the booth.
All right, Caleb, it's a pleasure talking to you, and hopefully we can see you here soon in the next races.
Yes, sir. Thanks. See you again.
Always a pleasure to have one of our veterans of the series, Caleb Nickel, to join us here in the broadcast booth here tonight, as he'll be your final driver interview.
Well, he takes home the hard charger award tonight, but how fitting to see Rylan Gray in victory lane tonight. Of course, Jason Johnson, a Raging Cajun, the Louisiana legend, picking up over 250 wins in his career, and honoring him tonight in our Jason Johnson Memorial Race. A lot of fun. I think it's been one of our best races of the season, with that battle for the win all night long. It was a very good one, Shane. I've had a lot of fun all season long, and I think tonight I may have had more fun we've had all year.
That battle up front definitely topped it for sure. Obviously, would have liked to have the 31 car of Andrew May here tonight, but it seems like we didn't need him. Well, we'd like him obviously a part of the series, but we didn't need the 31 to have a great show here at Knoxville.
Yeah, good things can happen without Andrew May sometimes, which not meant to be an insult, but you know, hey, he just
We know he's watching back home. We love you, buddy.
Yeah.
Or not at home, but you know what I mean. The reference.
he's in Ocean City, Maryland right now with him and his girlfriend, so they're having a nice little trip. Hopefully he's watching at home, tuning in, and of course that 41-point penalty that he took a couple races ago after being on probation, it was either that or be suspended. He said, let me take the points deduction. I want to race, and of course he couldn't race tonight, so that points deduction hurts him a lot more than just a suspension would be. So unfortunate for him, and Cody Meadows making up ground in the points. Still thinking it might be a little too little too late, but of course it's not over till it's over. He's going to keep fighting.
fighting to the end for sure. Is a lot of those guys are fighting to the end, including Cody Meadows and Rylan Gray going back and forth for the race win. Rylan Gray obviously resulting in the win here at Knoxville in the Jason Johnson Memorial and the Jason Johnson paint scheme. So Kelan, why don't you finish it up here for this broadcast?
Well, thank you all for tuning in tonight from the Jason Johnson Memorial here in the Quicktime Sprint Race 25 of the season. Had a lot of fun tonight. Looking forward to these last few races. This is one of the biggest races on the schedule to me, and I'm happy we could have a nice, successful broadcast and have an even better race to back it up. So thank you guys all for watching tonight, and of course we got to give a big shout out to our sponsors: A&B Outdoors, Dirtman Photography, Dirt Track USA, Exit Consulting, Dirty Nurse, Shane DiMantova Designs, and Nice Man Designs, and especially Dirt Track USA putting forward $10 to the hard charger this evening. That going to Kelan Morrissey, and congratulations to Rylan Gray being $15 richer tonight. Do not forget to tune in tomorrow night when we head to the Belsha Speedway Park for the Redneck Roundup, sponsored by J.D. Belsha. Round 1, $50 to win on Tuesday night, and then Thursday night we head down there to the same racetrack, $150 on the line. Going to be a lot of fun, and it's going to be fun. Be sure to follow Quicktime Sprints on Instagram for all your news. Keep up with it, and look forward to seeing you guys in the next race. I'm Kelan Belsha, joined by my friend